probably, because you've had a unique set of experiences as well that makes this what it is, where you have an understanding of, okay, in order for this to flourish, I know what can start off as a bad seed, or potentially it start off small, something that can be toxic, and eventually grow, like be on some virus type stuff. But sometimes, like, it's funny, like I see the freedom, you know, and the excitement and the bravado in Sego and in Sir and whatever, and I'm like, man, there was a point in time where I was top five, in the country, around the world, and all these things I was doing, and J Lo calling out, and Janet calling out, and the most amazing experience in my life, because all that time it was the dream, and then boom, and I'm like, oh wow. And when it happens, you think you're ready, because before that, meeting different people, meeting Boyz II Men, meeting Stevie Wonder, and all of them reacting to me like, yo, you the next one. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And then it happens, and it doesn't quite, it's not all of what you thought it was.
It never is.
And then you're like, and you have moments where suddenly you're in your apartment in your loft, and you're like, why did I want this again? And it's like, and the only reason why I mention it is just because, like, even hearing the excitement, like, never lose that, but know what actually generates it. Know that it's, like, that love and everything that went into getting there, and all those little pockets of struggle, and those moments where you kind of go, am I gonna make it? Those things, those are the things, and the real people around you that just, like, up, down, doesn't matter. Those 2-3 people, because if it's more than that, you're blessed. But if you have those 1, 2, 3 people that's just, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, those things is always what's gonna re-energize you and bring you back to the middle, because it's real easy to confuse the blessings of God and one that imitates.
Very true.
Someone that puts together a package that it looks divine, and all of a sudden I'm telling you, it takes a hold, and it slowly weaves its way into your life, and before you know it, you're completely focused on the wrong things, and everything that got you where you were initially, poof. Because everybody it just burns up. Well, not to say it's lost forever, but you can, if you take your eye off the target, there's only one result. But if you have those folks around you, basically what I'm getting at, and that centering of knowing that it's the love that fuels it all. That, like, to me, that's the thing of having to get back there, because I didn't really have anybody to go, okay, listen, Glenn, yeah, there's the business side of it, and that entity, it's important.
Yeah.
But never forget the purity of it. Like, what actually, you know what I'm saying? Because it's real easy to take it for granted, take your eye off of it, and that's why there's no coincidence that this situation and so many artists outside of it, people that you've named, and that would be like, oh, what? That's going, and you getting hit, but yo, what's happening over there? Yo, what's up? Like, can I be a part of that? Can I be a fly on the wall or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, it's crazy to me that, like you said, it's not complicated, but somehow it's like people are just like, it's water, like where it's a complete drought. There's good music out there, don't get me wrong, but like that substance for your soul. Like,
far and few.
The last, like, literally the only project I can point to, maybe in the past, like, I mean, there's certain Anderson .Paak, there's certain people, but To Pimp a Butterfly was the one thing I can be like, I'm really happy to see, like, artists popping up, doing that thing, rather than being driven by, that's what's hot. What, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'm happy for that. It just so happens, though, like, if there was any project, because, Jeff and I talk about this all the time, it got to the point where, as a part of the journey, stuff kind of hurt, and the disappointments that were there, that it literally made me have to shut off. But I did that for so long, closing off my emotion from music, that both times coming here for the playlist and now coming here for this, it's like I'm actually like it's a healing thing.
Open the valve back.
It really is a healing thing, because I've literally gotten to the point where I was numb.
Yeah.
where I was just, you know, I didn't want to remember.
Right.
You know, I don't know how else to explain it, but
It makes
the
perfect
one
sense.
project that I could point to that I was like, yeah, was To Pimp a Butterfly. Like to hear the collaborative effort, and you could hear it was just, you know, I know it's cliche, but it was organic, and he was speaking of the things that mattered to him. You know what I'm saying? And touching on topics that, like, he was having conversations with people that vulnerability is in a lot of in a much different way, because Drake being from home, he does it too. Like some of the most magical shit that Drake does is like it's so honest, but he can get you there too. You know, like, you know, Lightweight Records is having a good time, yada yada. But when he really puts his heart out there and he really puts his pen behind something, he's a beast too in his own right. But you know, so it's like every so often there's music that you can draw inspiration from, but it wasn't really enough for me. And I can think of other peers that I have that are kind of like, but it's not right.
Right.
You know, and you as far as that's something to fuel your fire to push you to want to do whatever the next thing is. The industry, it doesn't facilitate it. So there's this huge gap between you and the people that are dying to hear you speak from the heart.
Right.
That are dying for you to make something from the heart, because through their day, their 9 to 5 of just trying to survive, and just in between, just wanting something that inspires them, empowers them, or gets them through whatever, or that particular song that lets them know it's gonna be cool. We all go through this in our own, you know, in our own way. Like, you don't. I mean, there's other stuff that kind of fills that space, but there's a distinct difference between fast food and a home cooked meal. Like,
you gotta understand what the industry and radio provides is fast food. Like, there was a point in time that they provided mostly good food, and then it went to a balance of fast food and good food, and now it's all fast food. And you get to the point that you start eating fast food every day, you think it's good. You think it's good, and it's almost, you know, it almost makes the people that cook real food or make real music second guess themselves. You know, like, I don't know if I can do it.
That's a definite too.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Don't get me wrong. I love a good burger. There's nothing like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really like digging in on a home cooked meal made with love. And I'm like it. Nothing like it.
That's true.
So, yeah, man. And that's what this is for, right?
That's it.
That's what this is for, man.
That's it.
I can't wait to hear.
It's so beautiful.
I can't wait.
It's so beautiful. I'm about to
Can't
get
wait
my,
to
I had to
hear
get my bag and like
Joint.
change clothes and shower up and stuff. This, DK, man, that kid is so crazy talented, man. I want him to open up. I'm a back off though, cause I'm like big brother. I'm be like, what the fuck, yo? So I gotta.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him, or show him some shit. You know, sometimes you ain't even gotta talk. Sometimes you just gotta put him in the room.
Right.
You know, and it's
It'll
kind of like,
figure
I'm the
itself
one
out.
sitting over here, and everybody's kind of like, yo, you know, I'll throw you a ball if you want to play.
Right. Hey kid, we need one more. Like it's got 5:05. Man, I'm gonna get myself ready for the day.
Yes, sir. All right. I'll see you in a minute.
Get some water. Yeah.